Good morning. It is Saturday, April 5th, and I just finished up week 3 since shoulder surgery. I had a labrum repair with a Bankart Repair and a Remplissage, which is a fancy way of saying I got little bungee fake cords to simulate a labrum in my shoulder, and I got a heel sacs lesion, which was a dent in the ball of my shoulder, sort of kind of filled, and the hardware is done to prevent dislocations. I was having anterior dislocations, which are locations facing to you, and they hurt. So if you are having this surgery, here is what you typically could expect coming from a healthy and active 40-year-old. So on week 2, I went to my post-op appointment, and in my post-op appointment, they take off your stitches. They do not hurt. And they put like this clear tape over them. They don't do any imaging or try to test your range of motion. They ask you how you're doing. They see if you need more pain medications. And I got fitted for a new sling. This sling is the one that typically has the pillow that rests, but that is to be worn throughout the day in a more active portion, and I just didn't put it on today. Truthfully, I haven't put it on at all. You then schedule your 1-month post-op appointment. So I did that one, and that is actually a month and 5 days after my surgery, and you get your physical therapy orders. So I did talk with my doctor. He specified what exactly are my goals, and I told him my goals are to get back on my yoga mat and to run again, because I am a runner. And so he decided, based on the motion of running on my shoulder, he's going to slow down my physical therapy. So what that looked like for me is I was expecting to go 3 times a week for 3 to 6 months. Well, he slowed it down to 1 to 2 times a week for up to 6 months. We'll just evaluate my progress as I go along. So that was kind of a downer to hear, but I'm in it for the long haul, and I would not like to have another shoulder dislocation. So I have not been, things I haven't been doing, I haven't taken the pain medication since the first week, and I had returned to work during week 2, and I hadn't taken the pain medications because I haven't really been feeling pain, just more so stiffness and acheness, and then I do get random bursts of pain, but I don't want to take pain medications because I need to be able to decipher my limit and to honor my limit. I haven't been really doing very well at icing. It's supposed to be icing twice a day, but I haven't iced, but usually once a day. So going into week 3, I had my first physical therapy appointment. And for my first physical therapy appointment, and I have not resumed any activity. So I haven't ran. I told myself I was going to get in the gym and work out lower body. And I haven't. My doctor did clear me to do so lightly, but in talking to my husband, who's also a professional in the sports and fitness field, and he's also had a few shoulder surgeries out, he advised me not to, and he typically doesn't advise me to do anything when it comes to my body. So I decided to listen to him this time because I'm a hard-headed ass wife. So I just been doing these 30-minute walks a day just to support mental health and activity and to get some sunlight. And yeah, so I went to my first physical therapy appointment, and I got to know my physical therapist, and she was really nice, and she seems very knowledgeable. She told me why she got into physical therapy, and it was a good enough reason for me. And she knows a lot about the remplissage. So the remplissage is the specific portion of the surgery to heal the heel sacs lesion, and only a small percentage of shoulder surgeries include a remplissage, and a lot of PTs don't know about it. So I had to make sure that my PT knew about it in addition to take my insurance. So she did some deep tissue massage. She looked at the range of motion, and not just this shoulder, but this shoulder. And I was surprised to see that the range of motion in my left, which is the non-surgery shoulder, was actually pretty limited as well. But the range of motion in my neck is pretty good. So we went over that. We did some neck massages and we did some neck exercises, and then she did what she called assisted range of motion, where she like continued to lift my arm. Continue to lift my arm up and down very slowly. It was very hard. One of the things that I was advised was to take my anti-anxiety medication and to actually take pain medication before, and I did neither. And that didn't work for me, so I won't do that again. I was in so much pain throughout the rest of the day, and then the next day I woke up and I was not only in pain, but I was also sore. And muscles around my neck, particularly around my clavicle. I was also extremely sore, and like between my shoulder blades, which I was already having that, and that was from using the muscle. So I've been advised to do some neck exercises for the next couple of days. For the neck exercises 3 times a day, to support the muscles around my neck, and waking up the muscles and blood flow and stuff like that. So yes, it was extremely hard. In hindsight, looking back, I'm so glad that my PT is only 1 or 2 times a week, because I truly don't know what I would do if I had to go 3 times a week. So yes, that's hard. Things are getting better for me as far as getting dressed. I kind of have it down to a science getting dressed. Still not able to cook, still not able to clean, still not able to write, and just kind of working with my modifications is good. Learning how to use the diction on the computer and learning how to voice command a lot of things is awesome. I also have some Alexa devices that I didn't want to start using, but I think I'm going to start using it. And yeah, just been reading. So yes, this week was the hardest week because of the PT and the pain, and this was actually the first time I actually took some pain medications. I did end up taking my ibuprofen 8s yesterday, which was the day after PT. So next PT session is actually next Friday, and I got a lot of things going on. I ended up wearing heels for the first time because I went to a formal. And yeah, so that's the update for week 3 post shoulder surgery. If you have any questions, put them in the comments.